Good evening, everybody, and Teacher Guy. We are here in the police facilities. We are going to talk about our project. We wanted to figure it out what is the impact of smuggling in our country, Colombia. My partner, Mr. Germán Pérez, and myself, Boris Pinto. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the smuggling concept. The smuggling is the illegal transportation of objects, substances, information, or people across an international border, in violation, of course, of the applicable laws or other regulations. In the case of Colombia, majority of this smuggling phenomena is about goods or merchandise. There are a lot of motivations to do that. Some of these are included or related to other crimes, which are first, the drug trade, illegal weapons trade, tax evasion, and money laundering. Regarding the type of smuggling, mainly there are two types. The first one is the open smuggling, which is basically the income or output of goods to the national customs territory without being presented or declared to the customs authority. Through authorized locations like ports and airports, and it is also presented in unauthorized places like beaches, trails, border crossings, airports, harbors, deposits, among others. What is the objective? Basically, the objective is to avoid payment of customs duties as import duty, VAT, or duties in general terms.
The modalities and the typologies are payment in kind of illegal activities with products and in turn of smuggled into the country. Smuggling narcotics input of pirateria is reference to the things that the people sell or buy in occasion that don't have any sufficient cost and is illegal. The transfer of money to illicit origin to another country to purchase products and local entry to the country through technical smuggling to under invoicing. Another is the export of products of subsequent re-entry to smuggling into Colombia. I think
One type of smuggling is the technical, which is basically the entry or the exit of goods to the national customs territory with presentation or declaration, but they are altered. It's kind of fake. So, for example, we have the information, but it doesn't comply with the legal requirements, which is, of course, a fraud. The modalities and typologies are basically four. The first one is undervoicing, which is declare less in order to pay less. The other one is overbilling, which is to explode or to elevate the amount or the cost of that good. And the other one is changing the tariff position. And finally, we have the triangulation with certificates of origin from another country to another one, basically in the same territory or region.
we are talking about the operational outcomes. As you can see in the graph, this is the apprehension behavior in Colombia in 2015 and 2016. Looking on the graph, you can see that Buenaventura, a city, has a significant decrease in apprehension because in 2015 was 25,000 and in 2016 is 7,000. Everything in millions. Bogota has kept the same figure in this apprehension.
Another important issue about the results or the operational outcomes are the economical sectors. For example, here in this chart, we can see that industrial material has an important increase in terms of results of apprehensions of 79% regarding to 2015 and 2016. On the other side, we have some economic sectors which, on the contrary, they have declined the statistics. For example, perfumery and perishables are a negative figure. It means that it has a result of less 4% and less 12%, which is an increase of the apprehensions results. On the other hand, we have this pie chart in which we represent all the sectors by participation. For example, cylinders has the 41% of apprehensions in 2016.
Finally, we can see in the graph the significant decline of apprehension in some sectors, such as car sector, footwear, industrial material, toy stores, medicines, perishables, perfumery, and fabrics. Related to the economic impact, it is estimated that the value of these products entering the country illegally is about $6,000 million per year. The most affected economic sector by this activity are foodstuff, followed by the pharmaceutical sector, hydrocarbons, cigarettes, spirits, clothing, and oils.
In terms of national impact, we can say that government fails to receive more than 1,500 millions that could be devoted to education, health, or infrastructure in our country. Besides, more than 200,000 jobs in the industry are affected by this phenomenon. Economic losses associated with this crime represent almost 2% of the gross domestic product. Besides, more than 10% of imports made by the country. Another smuggling impact is in healthiness. We can say that in the border area, there is no warranty of composition of the products. It means that some strange elements can be present on the food or any other material or goods. For example, heavy metals can be presented in food like mercury or arsenic. On the other hand, transportation measures for smuggling products are not so rigorous. So, perishable products can suffer alterations and decompositions through their movement from one side to the other of their border. Finally, some fuel smugglers can harm themselves because they manipulate the fuel in very bad conditions. And some funds for health programs never rise all the more vulnerable places in Colombia. There is another impact, it's about the education impact, and we're going to focus on the culture based on legality. For example, smuggling moves in a supply and demand context. It means that there has to be a buyer, a consumer, and also a person which is in the offered part. If consumers wouldn't buy smuggling products, smugglers won't prosper. Finally, operational risks involved in having illegal software for business beyond the criminal penalties and which is provided for incurring regulations in the country.
We are going to see the strategic alliance related to public code responsibility. One of these is General Attorney Office, Military Forces, Public Ministry, DIAN, Custom and Taxes Agency, HSI and ICE USA agencies, INVIMA and ICA. The private alliances and support are National Department, Federation, Spirits, Cigarettes and Beer Anti-Smuggling Control, ANDI, Trader Association, ASOPartes, Spare Parts of Control Firm, UF, Finances Analysis Unit, Ascoltex, Fedesarrollo, and FITAC. Finally, to sum up, we have conclusion and recommendation. The first, Smuggling is generated by the need of the customers who are interested in buying a low-cost, non-barrier, the lower quality. Illegal router culture in Colombia, which contributes directly to clandestine trade, and there has to be a co-responsible attitude towards smuggling.
Besides of that, strategic transnational alliances have to be consolidated in order to avoid or control bilateral illegal smuggling operations. Additional to that, pedagogical activities since early stages in the educational system must be implemented in order to create a real awareness about the smuggling damage in many national aspects. Financial and economical analysis must be run to know the real impact of smuggling in our country. There have to be focused strategies in specific economic sectors like clothing, spirits, and hydrocarbons because they have a negative impact in our national economy. Finally, anti-corruption plans and programs must be developed and deployed at public and private levels.
Teacher Guy, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, indeed, Teacher Guy. We wanted to thank you for all the opportunity, for your patience, and for your cooperations. We enjoyed this course. We learned a lot, and we hope to apply this to our professional life. Thank you so much, teacher.